Howdy, Possum Patty here, and the journal play for today is okay, so let me channel Bob Ross and start off by having a happy little tree mint. And now I will get going on my painting. Okay, I'm going to start by just putting a little green paint on my wreath and cutting out a sparkly bow. I am going to take one of these Dollar Tree foamy stickers and see if I can cut it down to size to fit on the door. And I have a couple of them. I got 4 of these, so I got a few tries. I think these middle ribbons can go. So that's where we're going to start. Okay, let's see. This is hard because the sticker wants to stick to the scissors. Okay, we're going to cut this back a little bit. Or maybe I should put roundy edges on that. I stick everything to the legs of my tripod. And every once in a while I clean it off and throw away stickers and bits and bobs. Okay, I'm going to clean off the scissors. Trim this a little bit here. Oops, went too far. A little bit there, I think. Like that. Okay, this is still I think this could go a little smaller. And if I trim it too much or I don't like it, I might just start all over again. Well, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. Gotta get rid of the sticky bits here. The sticky bits. Okay. Ooh, oh, okay. Of course, it was perfect, and I just ripped it, but I don't think that'll matter because I gotta glue it down. I don't think that'll matter. Okay. Now we have that measured. I need a little paint. I'm going to use the bottom of this cup. And I do have some white. Of course, I could use the inside of the cup. Doesn't matter. Just a little tiny bit of white. And I just grabbed a couple of greens out of the drawer. One's like a lighter green. And one is a phthalo or bluish green. If I need more, I can add it on. Going to get a small brush. Where'd all my small brushes go? There's a little one. The little one. Okay, so I think I'll put the blue-green underneath. Kind of like a blue spruce, right? Blue-green. And then I will put the lighter green on the top. I'm going to cover up where the bow is, so if any little bits show through, it'll look like that's just a wreath peeking through. Okay, I'm going to give that a second to dry. Okay, now, where's my paper towel? I'm going to take a little of this green and mix it with some white. And put that on top. Might put a little darker on top of that yet too. Trying to make it look textured. I don't want to paint it one flat color. So just go blop, 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 blop. Okay, now I'm going to mix some of the darker green with this green. Some of the permanent green with the phthalo green. And just kind of dab. Dab, dab, dab. I think giving it the different colors gives it a little more dimension, so it doesn't look flat. I like it. I like it. I'll put a little bit of this dark just around the edge, I think. There's just a little tiny bit of that left. Okay, I know it's kind of far away. And let's see. I'll have to let that dry a little bit before I stick on the bow. So I'm going to put that aside. And my next play is going to be these wooden die cuts I got at the Dollar Tree. I painted them with some brown acrylic paint that I got at the Dollar Tree. And I thought I had 2 trees. 2 ornaments, 2 snowflakes, and 2 trees. Stand by. I have no idea where the other tree went, but these are supposed to look like gingerbread cookies. And I bought this Puffy 3D paint at the Walmart. And I have no idea what I'm doing here. I do know the first thing you have to do, though, is open it up. So I'm going to open this up. Okay, it says to shake well, press tip to surface and squeeze gently. Replace the cap when finished. Dry flat for 4 hours. Okay, I guess this is the cap. Oh, I still got some of that plastic on there. I thought I got that all off. All right, I already got it all over my fingers. Okay, I want this to look like icing. So I'm going to squeeze a little bit out on this piece of craft paper. It seems to be flowing okay. What should we ruin first? What should we paint first? All right, let's try a snowflake. And I have no idea. Let's see. Let's just... Oop, too much. Kind of wiggle down the middle, maybe. And around the edge. And down the middle here. I don't think it's supposed to look perfect. It's supposed to look like icing. Put a bop there. Put a bop there. Oops, that one's kind of fat. Put a bop there. Yeah, I wonder if I had gotten different colors, it would have looked like different color icing. I didn't think of that. It's not bad for the first one. It's not bad. I got a couple of big lumps here. Thinking about what I want to put in the middle here. Now let's just put a dot for now. There we go. Okay, all right. That should dry for 4 hours. All right, let's try the tree. I need to put that somewhere. As you know, I'm gonna get my fingers in it. Let me move it right now. Okay, for the tree, I put some on the edges, and I'm just gonna put some dots here and there. It's supposed to be round. Sorry about that. And my round is not so round. And what I'll do is I'll let these dry overnight, and I will finish the video tomorrow, and we can see how they look, and I will put one in my gingerbread journal. Okay, I've got my bow on my little wreath on the door, my sparkly red bow. The bow came out a little big for the little wreath, but I might leave it. I just might leave it. And get that out of the way. Here are the 4 shapes of my gingerbread iced cookies. I'm not going to pick them up. I'm going to see how they come out tomorrow. So the second half of this video, it will be tomorrow, and we'll see how the Puffy Paint gingerbread iced cookies look. Okay, now it's the next day, and these are nice and dry. And I really do think they look like icing, especially with this brown background, like gingerbread cookies. And I've learned a few things. I only did 1 of each shape, so I still have some more I can practice on that aren't done yet. And I learned that a little bit more is probably better than a little bit less. I don't know, this might be hard to see, but here it's a little thin, and here it's nice and puffy. So I think adding just a little bit harder of a squeeze is better than, you know, trying to spread it out thin. Looks more like icing. It's more three-dimensional. It's more fun. So there's the truck and the tree and the ornament and this was my first one, the snowflake. And I think it really does look like some icing on there. And I did a little wiggly so it would come out like you were trying to squeeze some icing on a cookie. And here's my gingerbread journal. And now the bow is on, the little green wreath. I think that looks pretty good. If I ever get any gumdrops, I'm going to stick them around here and there. And then I think that'll be enough for the cover. So I am going to do December 14th because the other day I did the 15th and then I stopped before I did the 14th. So I'm going to put that over here on this page. So I have my number 14. This is from a Michael's pack, I think. And I think I'm going to use the Christmas tree gingerbread faux icing cookie, because I think the tree probably goes good with this poinsettia. It's got some evergreen and some holly down there, and I think that'll look fun. And I am going to put it in my journal. It is chipboard, cardboard, not cardboard, it is real wood, but it's very light, very light. I didn't paint the backs because I'm not using them as ornaments. I'm gluing them down in a journal. But if you're going to use it as an ornament, it comes with a hole at the top, and you just have to do both sides. So on the 14th was a keyboard lesson day, and I noticed he had this little gnome with the musical note hat. And I thought that would make a great picture for the holidays. I printed it out with my little Ivy printer. And it comes with borders. So I put this one because the picture was kind of like almost just black and white. So I thought that added a lot of color to it with the red border. And it also goes with that poinsettia. And let's see. Somewhere, I'm going to have to try to arrange this. I need a little room to write. Music lesson there. I like this brown because it really matches the background of the paper. I like the red separate from the poinsettia because it kind of balances it out. And let's see. Big decisions here, right? Just glue it down. Just do it. Okay, I have room, I think, for all three things. And just a little tiny space to write on, but that's okay. This is going to be a very simple page because I spent a lot of time playing around with my white puffy paint. So I'll probably just put those down like that and do a little journaling. I was just thinking that I put the music paper in the background on this page, and this is the day I went to music, and the scraps of paper are still here on my table. There's some smaller scraps over here. And I was thinking maybe I could put a few little notes on this page. On the background, only because this is the day I went to music. And if I do that, I might want to make this a little bit smaller. Shall we see what happens? Okay, this is just peel and stick. Peel and stick. Give them a little bit of a musical background. I have to stand up. Okay. Press it down a little bit. And I was thinking of ripping, I think. Although that's kind of close to the edge there. I might have to cut this because I think that's too close to rip over there. Maybe I should mark it. Where's my pencil? Pencil, pencil, pencil. I got everything on the table. I need to take some things off the table. Okay. Give it a little eyeball there. About there. About there. Hopefully. Ooh, that looks pretty good. And the top. Okay. So if Mr. Gnome goes there, see what I was thinking of doing was making this a little smaller. And instead of punching it out in a circle like I did all the other pages, I thought I would just rip, rip, rip all around the edge, like so. And I gotta move things over. Okay, so like that. Oh, I think that looks better, yeah. I like that. I got a little red here to balance. Made the number a little smaller. I'm going to put it right under the tree. And do a tiny bit of journaling right there. All right, I'll be right back. Well, that is a very simple page. A printout, what I did that day, my little cookie, gingerbread cookie, Christmas tree, the date, the poinsettia. I just spent a lot of time playing with the Puffy 3D paint. Works on almost everything white. And this is 1 fluid ounce. But I'm thinking, uh-oh, she's thinking. On the table I've got some red sparkly glitter glue. Shall we bling up this poinsettia? Why not? I'm just gonna spread some of this on here. Use my finger tool. Just because. Oh, you know what? I could put a couple little things in the middle there. Little pieces of yellow bling of something. There's not a lot of glitter in the glitter glue. It's not like you're going to open up a bottle of glitter and dump it on, although that gives me an idea. But just enough to brighten up the page a little bit. Give it a little sass. Give it a little bling. You know, sometimes when you're doing a daily page, you know, it can't turn into a major art project if you're very busy, especially during the holiday season. So this is one way to just do something quick. I'll see what that looks like when it dries. But I think I will go see if I have any little tiny gold things to put in the middle there. My glue's kind of lumpy. Lumpy glue. Of course, you can always give it a few coats if you want more bling. Okay, this is some Dollar Tree bling bling. And I'm taking the little, oops, I want to get it in the glue. You can pull this off in a strip, but sometimes I take it apart and I'll use the big ones or I'll use the little ones. So I use the big ones from this row, so I'm going to just pull some of these little ones off. And put it down here where the middle of the flower is, like that. I know it's hard to watch me do detailed work because fumble fingers, not good at. I just started using tweezers to do this as I saw somebody else doing it, and I said, "Ooh, it looks like it works good." Okay, I'm using the Fabri-Tac for the little gems. And I'm just going to put a couple on this side because I'm actually pulling the sticky stuff off the back of the gems when I pull it off the pattern. And probably two more. And then I'm going to have to give this a good while to dry before I turn the page and do the next page. So maybe I will go work in a different journal while this one dries. I got my big Christmas in July journal, and I got all my other journals too. There we go. Okay, we just have to let that dry. It's going to have just a little bit of sparkle on the red and a little bit of bling bling in the middle. And if I think it needs more glitter, I will add it when that is all dry. But for now, I'm just going to let it dry. And thank you all for coming along today while I made my little faux gingerbread cookies. Lots of fun with the puffy paint. And I want to wish everybody happy junk journaling or happy December daily journaling. Bye-bye now.